First thing we're gonna get is the proxiliac axis or artery. You can say either. Taking a breath and hold it. So I'm literally just gonna show it coming off of the aorta right here, but hers actually doesn't quite come off straight. Right here. See how I'm kind of obliqued a little bit on the aorta, but this is what I'm paying attention to. Okay. Taking a breath.
I did.
Oh.
What is that?
So you can read. Sometimes I'm not ready. So right there. And small breath.
Oh wait, yeah, we're done.
Brain's still on vein. Breathe. Okay. Well, let's talk about this. My vessel's angled this way, right? So then my angle's over here. My probe's over here. Red's on top. Everything on top is always towards the probe. Blood's flowing this way. Okay? Blood should be flowing this way. Okay? Which I was thinking about the color orientation and color Doppler. Like, really, you need to know, first of all, your orientation in grayscale, like where you are, and then put the color on, because that's going to help you with that. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like, know where you are and then put the color on? Okay. Sorry. Next, we're going to do the splenic artery coming off the seagull. Taking a breath and hold it. Oh, I don't have harmonics on. That's why. Hey, look, she's got 2 aortas. Not really. She's only got 1. So, look at her seagull. It kind of is a little bit different. Breathe. That's okay. Push your stomach out like a Buddha belly. If I follow it from there, it goes whoop, whoop, whoop. And you gotta do the sound effects. Relax. See it? Look. Here is where it's coming off the aorta, then it curves over, and then here is where our seagull is. See, there's our common hepatic going that way, and there's our splenic going that way. Not everybody's seagull is going to be quote unquote textbook.
Somebody's was tortuous.
Yeah. Trinity doesn't even have one. She has the shepherd hook thing going on.
No, it doesn't have
Rhoda? Oh yeah, Rhoda is weird too, yeah. Forgot about that. But sometimes you get lucky. If I was golfing, I'd say it's better to be lucky than good. Why is it turbulent right here? Exactly. Small breath in and hold it. Okay, so we can get our splenic artery right here. Great. Or you can catch it coming down the other side too. Over here. Okay? We're still prox here. Mid's not going to be till like over here, and distal is literally at the highlight. So you have some room, okay? Try to get a good angle on it. Then I'm just kind of reorientating myself here. That's the common hepatic right there. By the way, this is the same window we were using, taking a breath and hold it, to get the hepatic veins, left portal vein, here's our splenic, right? I'm just kind of angling up just a little bit in between our splenic confluence or portal confluence splenic vein. But also, it's going to depend how can I get the best angle on this here, right? Because I want to ski downhill if at all possible. But look, I can come in this way. Small breath in. Right there. Breathe.
Notice the waveforms.
And they're gonna be turbulent right here because I'm getting them right next to the bifurcation.
Would you call that like intermittent resistance? Because that doesn't look low or high necessarily. It's kind of in the middle.
I would say it's low.
Okay.
There's no reversal. We're not even dipping close. It's gonna look more low resistant closer to the organ.
Yeah, it's just such a low end diastolic that.
Give me a second.
Okay.
Next is proper, right?
Yes.
Oh, it is. That makes sense.
Origin, proximate, distal.
Okay. Now we're just hopping down an exit, essentially. Our celiac right there, taking a breath and hold it. SMA right here. Right? And I can use my landmarks. I'm using the celiac right here as a landmark, saying, hey, look, here's my celiac, here's my SMA.
See how open the SMA is? How long it is?
Yeah, I'm not stretching out her aorta. If I could, that'd be great. But her SMA kind of comes off to the side just a touch, too. Like, here's long aorta, but I'm only getting part of the SMA. Taking a breath and hold. Right there. And I want to get right where it starts here.
So right where it starts is called what?
Origin. Osteum.
Osteum, origin.
Taking a breath and hold it.
Did you? Oh, no, I didn't. No, I didn't say that.
So meaning that technically it's really not, it's prox, but it's not prox. So
Yeah.
you're gonna do origin, osteum, then you're gonna do prox, mid, then distal.
I always think origin is right where it starts. Prox is like the curve up here. Mid, it'll level off. Distal, I'm usually angling it that way because I'm that far down. And some places won't have you get like the mid or distal. But I want you to learn all these just in case wherever you end up, you know.
Yeah, because if you have stenosis at the origin, right, they won't, you have to see if there's enough flow going
Taking a breath and hold.
at the distal portion of it.
Yeah. Prox. Taking a breath. Very slowly. Breathe. Breathe. It's okay. I was impressed, but you don't. Yeah. Yeah. Breathe. Look at that. We're not connected. She is NPO. Good job. Ah. Yeah. Nope. Just hang out for a second. Here's our mid. Let's see if I can stretch it out a little bit more. So, do I want to Doppler it like that? No. I'm so glad you said that so fast. No. Nope. We want to help ourselves out and give it a little slant. gonna decrease this again. Small breath. Oh, yep, here's SOB. There we go. I'm getting a little venous interference, that's okay. Still big for higher resistance there. Okay,
Did you not measure the inner side?
because I wasn't sure because of the venous interference, but really in this, we're looking at the peak systolic velocity for diagnosing stenosis. So here, I'm gonna orientate my distal this way, because we're distal down here, right?
How long is the SMA?
It's long. It's continuing on here, but getting smaller and then losing it in bowel gas.
Yeah,
Okay.
because of the gas.
Small breath in and hold. Breathe. Taking a big breath. Not liking my angle. But I like that angle. Look at that. I resist.
How do you lean your fist?
Well, I know where my origin is, I know where my prox is, I know where my mid is, and then I'm just coming down further for distal.
Can you take a minute right after it straightens out?
Yeah. I mean, here, let's talk about it a little bit more. No. So, okay. Origin, right? Prox, where it's bending. Mid, where it levels out, and then our distal is going to be down. Okay. A lot of times you won't even see the distal because it'll be gassed out there too. Now what? Proper. Okay. There's a reason why you guys did the veins, the portal veins, before we did the arteries. It's because the hepatic arteries run with the portal veins. So if you can find the portal vein, you can find the artery. Okay? So taking a deep breath and hold it. So right here, this is our porta hepatis. And if you look right above that, do you see that thing flashing? That's our artery. Breathe. If I want to get really specific too, right here is our common bile duct, which is flowing out of our liver, where the portal vein and hepatic arteries are flowing into the liver. Just think porta hepatis is the door to the liver. Okay? So, it's probably not a good angle to have, right? I'm gonna try and turn it up. Taking a breath and hold. Right here. Up. Thank you.
And so it's tiny.
Yes. Annie, do you want to tell them?
Oh yeah, that was really hard. This one also like PHA. So tiny. But
This will probably be. It's one of the hardest Dopplers to get in abdomen. I
and
don't.
you should tell them about how it fills in with color too, because like you can sometimes see how the vein fills in with color compared to down in terms of like the artery will be a brighter orange and the vein will be more like a darker red sometimes.
Yes, this will flash at you too.
I'm sure it flashes.
And it's and it's not always straight. That's another thing. They can kind of be torturous too. Yeah. Before I forget it. Little. But that's okay. A lot of people are. Take a breath. So again, just finding. You can actually see it coming in right here. But I want to find it where I got a little straightaway, and then I'm going to hit it. Breathe. When you're ready, you're going to breath in and hold it. I'm getting a little bowel interference, I'm getting a little vein interference, but it's right there. I'm gonna try it one more. That's great. I got lucky. Shoot straight down the barrel. Pretty much. That's a better top one. Okay. Now, we're seeing our main portal vein, and I can follow it right into my right. My artery is right here. Right next to it. Taking a breath and hold it.
What the?
Yep.
So this is where we would use Zoom, right?
Small breath in and hold it. So if I found my right hepatic artery this way, how do you think I'm going to find my left one?
Same way.
So left portal vein, taking a breath and hold it. Zoom up a little bit. Put my focus down. Okay. Taking a breath. Just go right. So, breathe. I'm going to tell you right now, some of your grayscale images are going to kind of be crappy, but it's okay if you do the dual screen where you show color and then grayscale. And when you have bigger patients too, it's going to be harder to see them as well. Take it a breath. Great. Splenic at spleen. Let me see. So now, I'm going over to the spleen to get our splenic artery distal. Here's our spleen. Kidneys right down here. I can put color on. Let's see this way. Yep. Taking a breath and hold it. Breathe. That's right. Breathe out. Hold the breath in. And when you're ready, another breath in and hold. Great. Look how much more low resistant this is now that we're right by it. And then IMA lung. This image is your bonus image because this is pretty hard to get a lot of times. So what I'll do is I come on the aorta down distal and I'll find where it bifurcates, and then I'm going back up and I'm looking anterior and I'm looking for something tiny coming off just like that guy right there.
It's kind of like a ponytail.
Yep. And it's not coming straight off the aorta, which the IMA typically doesn't. Where her SMA and celiac are a little off kilter, usually a lot of people, those are a lot straighter. You're just special. But the IMA, if this is our aorta distal and transverse, it usually comes off like anterior left lateral. And it's right there. Okay? Now, if you have a patient where the aorta is pretty tortuous, there's atherosclerosis, and they're bigger, good luck finding the IMA. Okay? But I do believe in you, and I think you can do it. Well, what kind of pathology would cause us to be?
Stenosis?
Well, what kind of stenosis?
At,
Would you check it if it's like if it's becoming collateral?
Or if, how many mesenteric arteries do we need before mesenteric ischemia kicks?
2.
I mean, once 2 occlude, yeah, you're in trouble. So if your SMA and celiac are occluded, we're gonna look to see if the IMA is open. Hopefully it is, it should be, because otherwise that person's gonna be in severe pain. Or if there is a stenosis starting, we wanna make sure the IMA is there for backup. It can be tricky, not gonna lie. But I don't know why, but I like doing mesenteric studies. I almost like the challenge of it. Which,
11:48.
huh?
You said the set the timer.
Oh, well, yeah, they're all done. But thank you. You see that little guy? That little guy?
Remember that vessel? There's a AAA sac. That vessel might be the source of that endoleak.
You can actually see it coming this way. Yeah.
Should the aneurysm
Small
center
breath.
in the area?